Welcome back to What RT Nibs with General Disturbance. This is the Sparpanzer RU-251. It's a Tier 9 German light tank. It's located on the south spawn of Fisherman's Bay under the command of Baseman from Hell. Oh, he's got Arnie in command. Oh dear. I'll be back. Okay. So, Arnie's in the tank, so screw your freedom! Yes, I shouldn't have used that rude word actually. YouTube will probably demonetize this video for doing that, but there you go. That's Arnie for you. He doesn't care about your freedom. He just cares about smoking his cigars and driving cars which are fuel inefficient. But I don't care about that either. I don't smoke cigars, but I certainly have a cousin who smokes cigars, and he's an airline pilot, well, airline captain. So yes, he quite often smokes cigars whenever we meet up. In fact, I think we're going to be meeting in May. Okay, so he's done a quick spotting round up the west side of the map. There is an enemy Leopard prototype up ahead. And he's got to this position, ought not to back out because I think that Leopard's looking for a shot. The Sparpanzer is based on the Canonian Jagdpanzer hull. It's built by Henschel, and they built it in 1964 to replace the Walker Bulldog. He just tracked himself, so he had to use this repair kit. Otherwise he would have been in a very silly situation, getting shot because he managed to misdrive this thing. It never saw mass production, this tank. In fact, there were some prototypes though, and it is considered by many to be the best Tier 9 scout. Now, he went up and got too close to that T-54 lightweight, and as a consequence he got shot at by the Standard B, but he didn't lose any hit points because of that. So he's being proximity spotted by that tank. He needs to be careful, because he could have lost a lot of hit points from the Standard B. Doing another quick run to try and help his teammates to spot where that T-54 is. He's gone. He's not firing because of course he doesn't want the enemy to see where he is. Okay, I think he might be inclined to go forward with the Karanban and harass this Standard B. Almost tracked himself again there. Changing course as he was going over the hill. Oh, Guerrilla 15. Now he needs to suppress the fire from that Guerrilla by allowing him to be spotted, and the Guerrilla's gone, and so is the Standard B, and now they've located the enemy RT. So a huge amount of spotting assist, but he's showing 3005. The Jagdtiger's been spotted. He's sitting in the dip, but he's ineffective once he's in there, and now Baseman can probably get alongside him and start shooting his 90mm rounds into the side. Yes, this Jagdtiger is in a whole world of hurt now. It's 240 Alpha. It's a fairly quick reload, 6.71 by the book, but you can see Baseman's got 603. This Tiger can't do a damn thing. He can't turn to face Baseman, because if he does, he gets taken out by the Karanbans, and he is gone. The Conway took the kill. Okay, so just going to stay here for a moment so that the enemy doesn't see him. There is a Karanban on the enemy team up in the centre line, and he's now getting spotted and damaged. And I think Baseman's now going to go hunting for some of the other tanks. There's a T-110E3 over on the other side of the map. Now, presuming that some of the enemy are going to be turning around thinking, oh my god, the enemy's got our cap area. And look, there's the T-110E3. So he's spotting that guy for his teammates. He needs to get a little closer, just in case that T-110E3 goes behind some cover. Then he can keep him highlighted. And that he'll pick up all the spotting assist. The Karanban's capping. He's not coming over to look for this T-110E3, and I think Baseman is going to try and harass this guy from distance. Yep, T-110E3 can't see Baseman, but he certainly felt the 90mm round going into the side of him. He's got a top speed of 70 kilometers an hour, this tank. Now, did he get spotted? Yes, he did. He went past the bush, and the T-110E3 saw him. So he's got to wait a few seconds just to go unspotted again. Knocks the tree down just to make the T123 think that that's the direction he might be coming from. Is he looking at us? Yes, he is. But he's inactive while he's doing that because he's worried about 90mm hitting him. Baseman could fire, but he's not going to for the moment. He just keeps that guy isolated. There's only 2 enemy left. That T123 is the last one now. And he's down to his last few hit points. He can kill him with this one shot. Yes! And he gets the victory. And comes out the bush with a nice smile on his face. Here's the end of battle stats, and despite that being a second-class tanker game and a spotter badge for spotting at least 1,000 hit points of damage, it was also a 2 marks of excellence game for the baseman from hell in the Sparpanzer RU-251. He managed to get a win 8 of 2011, and remember, win 8 doesn't reflect spotting damage in this game, it only reflects actual damage. So yes, he did get 1 kill in the game, a good kill at that, and he did get some damage on the Jagdtiger, but the rest of it was mostly spotting. Let's have a look at the details. Okay, well, the highest damage in the game actually went to the Kampfpanzer 50 ton. He managed to get, or 50 ton I should say, he managed to get a Confederate for 3,795 hit points. Second highest damage went to the Kranvon on his own team with 3,599, and the third highest damage went to the Jaegeru with 3,271. Yeah, baseman's way down on damage. He's down right near the bottom actually. 1,093 hit points of actual damage, but it's the spotting that's really matters in this one. And when it came to kills, we can see that the top shots were the Kranvon with 3 kills. The Skoda T50 also got 3 kills. He picked up a Levislav's medal, and only 1 tank on the enemy team managed to get more than 1 kill, and that was their T10. But only 3 tanks on the enemy team actually managed to get a kill at all. I think they were overwhelmed. And of course, Baseman did get a kill in that one. When it came to base XP though, he's up near the top. He's in 3rd place because the Kranvon managed 1,125. The Kampfpanzer 50 managed to get 947. And Baseman managed to get 847 from his RU-251. He fired 5 rounds. Every round hit the target. Every round penetrations. Yeah, penetrated the target. So very good shooting. 1,093 hit points, all of it at close range. He did receive 1 hit. It was a penetrating shot. Yeah, unfortunately, he did receive some damage from the enemy. Can't remember who shot him actually, but one of the enemy did. I'll probably remember it later on. 5 enemy vehicles spotted, 2 enemy vehicles damaged, 1 killed, and 3,742 hit points of spotting assist. He earned 40,809 credits from the game, and after a resupply of ammunition and consumables, and the ammo is fairly cheap, he ended up with a profit of 15,249 credits. 1,270 XP times 2 for the first victory, took away 2,541 experience points altogether. Let's have a quick look at the armor profile for this tank. It's very light on armor. Yeah, it's very, very light on armor indeed. You can see the impacted armor on the front of the vehicle is 25mm, 30 on the lower plate. So, okay, that's probably the best armor you've got. Effective armor is only 44, nearly 45, and that's only because I'm slightly angling it. This tank has got such light armor, even a tier 1 tank could take this out. Yeah, it's that bad, I'm afraid. So it's got low armor, mainly because it's a fast tank. It's supposed to find the enemy and report back. It's not supposed to tangle with the enemy if it can help it. But you can see that, yes, it's very, very thin. If you see an RU-251, you more than likely be able to penetrate it. And if you're in an RT, you see one of these, yes, it's a prime target, because not only the best light tank at tier 9, it's also so thin that you'll more than likely penetrate it with your first round. Anyway, let's have a look at the modules. Okay, now you can see driver up front on the right hand side, massive ammo rack on the left hand side. Remember that thin armor. Yes, you more than likely can make this tank go boom if you hit it. In the turret, we've got the loader on the right hand side of the gun. On the left hand side, we've got the gunner. And we've got the TC directly behind him. The loader's got the radio directly behind him, so I suppose the commander or TC will turn to his left when he needs to use his radio, and he'll kick the driver, or the gunner in the back if he needs him to get aimed on a target, whereas it's the loader who has to kick the driver in order to get the thing moving. Yeah, that ammo rack right up front, that's probably long-term storage. The other shells are actually right deep in the hull. There's no ready rack I can see in this tank at all. Yeah, not very well equipped, I would say. Engine is right at the back, as you'd expect. Transmission at the back, and the fuel tank is on the left hand side as we're looking at it. And yes, so there's no access to the fuel tank from the right hand side if you shoot through this side, because the engine's in the way. If you fire at the engine this way, you're more likely going to get a fire. So that's the module placement. Kind of unusual. Very large radio, but then this is a light tank, so it's supposed to be reporting back to the home team where the enemy is, and you expect a very good radio. But yes, they had good radios in the 60s, so I'm wondering why that one's so big. But that's just Wargaming, I think. They've put a big module for the radio in this tank. So I hope you enjoyed that replay. If you did, please give this video a like. Do subscribe to our channel. Leave a little comment down below because it feeds the algorithm. And thank you for watching.